What is happening, everybody? All right, here at the drag strip, Houston Raceway Park. It is a nasty, muggy ass night. I don't know if this will even come up on camera, but I mean, y'all, it is nasty. Hang on. Check out what's going on over here. So if y'all can see, it is basically about as close as you can get to running in the middle of a cloud. That's how foggy it is tonight. Density altitude right now, well, at least on my first pass down the drag strip, was, according to Air Density Online, was 1440 or something like that. I don't know what the grains are, but I would say it's probably all of them. And car went 1067 at 130 and a half. So running about half a tank of gas right now, just a little bit under that. So anyway, the second pass was a joke. So, you know, this track is kind of going away. But again, second pass was a bit of a joke, lit the tires up. It still went a 1090 at 128, losing a ton of time, just lighting the tires up. So at any rate, now I wanted to catch up with you guys. Tonight, we're going to be doing a little bit of bracket racing. They've got a kind of an introductory type of class, and I thought it'd be fun to, you know, I haven't bracket raced in forever, so I figured I'd run out here and play around a little bit with some bracket racing. It's always good to mix it up a little bit, and hey, I got a car, they got a track, they're gonna do some bracket racing, so I want to jump in the middle of that. So let me say hello to everybody real quick. CJ, what's happening? J Fusion, what's up, man? Gorgeous Cat saying hey, man, and CJ's asking what state do I live in? Great state of Texas. So anyway, getting back to it, yeah, it's going to be kind of one of those nights. I'm waiting to get called up for the bracket racing. So basically just going to hang out for a little bit. I may try to get one more pass in to get some decent data as far as, you know, what I need to set my dial in for. In bracket racing, it's all about your dial in, and that sets up basically what your handicap will be, and you know, make sure that this thing is going to hook. So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and run over the staging lanes now. Let me see something here. Yeah, probably give us about 30 minutes worth of cooldown, even if I made a pass now. Probably going to chill with that for just a minute. You know what? Screw that. Hold that thought. Let's see what we can do. Let's stir up some shit. Hang on. All right, so let's go ahead and run over the staging lanes real quick. See if we can't get another pass in, get you guys a live ride along. No, let's see if we can't get you guys a live ride along and get a little bit of data for this bracket racing that we're doing. Again, not that big of a deal. Mainly just playing around, getting some seat time. Bracket racing's fun because it's all about the light more than anything else. So, well, they're already pulling these bad boys in right now. Sweet. But yeah, it's more about the light than anything else, and having good data on your car so that you have a solid dial-in so that your handicap's not out of whack. I'll tell you what, this track is tore up tonight, for sure. Not a good look. But there's really not much they can do, mainly because the humidity. I mean, the humidity is just killing right now. So let's take a look and see what we got here. Oh, Lord. Let's see, we got, who did I miss? Gorgeous, let's start right here. Gorgeous Scat 392 said, hey man. Oh, we already did that. Let's see. CJ Colvin, what mods do you have in the Hellcat? It's got a rear seat delete. See that back there? Anyway, it's the Mopar rear seat delete and a set of tires. It's got a drag stars, front wrist, a DSS drive shaft, and a performance diff brace. Other than that, she is bone stock in terms of pulley ratios, tune, and all that. John Scott saying, hey B. What's up, man? Gorgeous Scott saying good luck. One and only SB saying, nice to see you at the track. Thank you, one and only. I appreciate that, brother. Justin Baker saying, what's up, B-Maze? What's up, JB? All right. Scout 426 saying, what is up? Jazz Hellcat checking in. What's up, man? Let's see. All right, so, crap. We got somebody that broke. Somebody broke. That sucks. Looks like we're going to be hanging out here for a minute. Hang on. Justin Baker saying wishes he was back out here at the drag strip. Absolutely, man. I'll tell you what, not so sure if you'd be missing anything tonight, buddy. It is pretty gross out here. Basically, we're running in fog, and you know it's
DOT's free.
Oh, wait, hang on.
DOT's free. Anybody want to participate in the DOT's free bracket race?
Hang on.
We need you to come to lanes 11 and 12. Lanes 11 and 12. DOT's free.
They're calling my bracket class right now. That's too funny. You know what? And that's perfect timing because this thing is broke down on the track. So we're gonna buzz around since we're doing the street tire bracket class.
You're on the do not enter list.
We need to be on the staging lane now. So they just called us over. So we're gonna get into those staging lanes now and see if we can't raise a little hell on this bracket series or bracket race. It's not a series, which is perfect. So we're gonna, here's the fun thing about this, okay? So I've got one run in tonight. That was the really nice pass on a fresh track, 1060 whatever it was at 130 miles an hour. And then on the very next pass, sat around and waited on that. It lit the tires up like you would not believe. I just kind of stayed in it, rolled out to a 1090 at 128. So I don't have any good data on the car to speak of. So yeah, that's where we're at. So we're pulling back around here to lanes 11 and 12. I'm going to kick on the cool down feature on this thing with that Taser by Z Automotive. People ask me if I leave that thing in the car. I do not. My car does not play well with that thing if I leave it in for any real length of time. But we're going to get her cooled off here. See who we've got as a fellow competitor. So I may be in and out of the car. I might have to hop out and chat it up. So we shall see what's going to go on with that. But, you know, it's fun to get out here and do some kind of a competition. You know, it's one thing to get out here and be a good driver, but you also have to be a good racer. And nothing will make you a better racer than bracket racing. I mean, heads up is cool, but heads up is just reaction time, and whoever has the fastest car gets you into the track. In this case, you've got to know your vehicle, you've got to know how to drive it, and most importantly, you've got to be consistent. So not only do you have to be a good driver once, you got to be a good driver every single time. Car setup becomes very important at that point. Let me pop the hood. I'm going to get this thing cooled off. Yeah, and with the way track prep is right now, traction sucks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm having hell right now.
What are you running in the 680s? I'm running 890.
Good deal. It's a bracket race, so
Yeah.
you can run whatever number you're gonna run. That's what you're gonna run. So, yeah, traction's gonna be a big deal.
So far, mine's been hooking, but I ain't got much power.
Well, mine's only hooked once tonight.
Oh, really?
And I've got 2 passes in on it, so she's just gonna have to do what she does.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, tonight, yeah, I'll be doing good to run 80s all night if it hooks. I mean, this weather's killing all of us, so
Yeah.
I mean, we're running in soup. But Cool, man. Yeah, hopefully we get a good turnout.
I'm hoping.
So
far we're at 3, so.
Yeah. We'll just have to start stacking up.
Yeah.
You know. But cool, man. What's your name?
I'm Lewis.
Lewis, I'm Brian.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you, bud. But well, cool, man. Well, good luck to you.
Good luck to you.
Thanks, man. All right, so it's chatting with one of our fellow competitors. We're going to see what kind of turnout we have for this thing. I mean, I doubt it's going to be that big, mainly because there's not that many folks who are going to show up at the drag strip when it's, you know, this humid outside. But let me check in with everybody. Let's see. Sorry, I keep losing track and losing. Let's see. Scout 426 hollering out, what's up? Jazz Hellcat. Hey, B Mason. What's up, Jazz Hellcat? Let's see. Zephyr RD saying, what up, Professor Mason? Woo, what's up, man? Got the devil horns up. I like it. Steven Russo saying, send it. Yeah, I know, man. I'm looking forward to it. I want to get back out there and kind of redeem that last pass. Man, this thing never spins like that. But again, track prep being what it is and the conditions being what they are, it's going to be tough. Let's see. Justin Baker saying help for 2 days. Yeah, no doubt, right? It's been gross out here, man. Texas, we haven't had decent weather to save our lives, and everything is sweating. So you've got the humidity in the air. It's sticking to everything. Everything's slicker than owl shit. So yeah, it's pretty gross. Show me Mopar hollering out, what's up? Got the arms up. I like it. Let's see. Codename Scat. What do you think about McLaren Racing springs for the Charger? It's supposed to be like Demon springs. If you're making a lot of power and you need that help to plant the rear end, I say go for it. You know, it's certainly not going to be worse than the Demon, and the Demon seems to hook up pretty well. As a matter of fact, Demons are actually a lot of fun to drive just with how consistent they can be. So, you know, in that respect, yeah, I think it's a pretty good way to go, but it depends on how much power you make. If you're not making a whole lot of power, you really don't need the spring. Let's see. One and only saying, great to live tonight. Oh, I may still have a month. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, we need to get you out on the drag strip, one and only. I know you guys are going nuts up there. I know I would be, at least. At least it's not freezing cold. The thing is, it's 66 degrees, so the temperature's not bad, but dude, the freaking humidity is killing it. Justin's asking, how do you like the Taser thing? Is it worth it? For the Hellcat, it's worth it, but like I say, I pull it out when I'm done, and it stays in the glove compartment until I need it. So, I mean, it's cool to be able to run the fans and cool the thing off. The only downside is they can be a little bit glitchy, so you can end up with a dead battery sometimes if you forget to take it out. Codename Scat saying Carlisle Springs. Yeah, I can't remember I mean, I know a lot of guys are getting the Demon Springs, so you know, same difference. One and only saying bracket is awesome. I like to say I haven't bracket raced in forever. I used to like to bracket race my '89 Mustang GT, little heads cam intake, and of all things a Powerdyne supercharger for you old school guys. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. It's a 5-speed car, and I used to bracket race that and had a lot of fun with it. But like I say, I haven't done it in forever. J Fusion say, I'll take fog over the 2 inches of snow any day of the week. Me and you both. Let's see, CJ Colvin's asking, what mods do you have planned for the Hellcat? Not much, actually. We're going to stay stock pulley ratio with this car, and we're going to see what we can get out of a stock pulley ratio, stock tune car for now. Right now, we're shooting for the record, and the record can only be run in a car with an unlocked ECU and stock ratios. So right now, we're kind of past that window. I have to wait till next year, but in the meantime, mainly just things to maybe pull a little bit of weight out of it. You've seen the rear seat delete. It's still a Mopar part. Passenger seat still here. So haven't pulled that feature of the car out of it, but you know, maybe a lightweight battery and a whole lot of seat time and a whole lot of practice. That's the main thing. But aside from that, right now, not a whole lot. Again, we're going to try to get, my goal is to get the car into the 1030s with the stock ECU and the stock pulley ratio with the passenger seat in the car. So bit of a tall order. She's run a best, though, of a 1047. The record's a 43. So take that for what it's worth. Tonight, in this god-awful conditions that we're running in now in terms of just being soup, 1067. You know, I don't have my DA converter here, but you know, if I had about 1,000 foot less DA, probably be in the low 50s, high 40s. Had negative DA, we'd definitely be in the 40s. Probably would have set a record on that last pass because it came out of the hole hard, but it's just not making enough power to get that 60 foot. Let's see. One and only SB saying we all showed up. I like it. Don Powers, Mason now the last 9 races, bracket racing 1-5. If I made 5 more passes, would I be in all 9 finals? Got to kill the tree last time out. Yeah. Oh, damn. 005, 008, and 005. Yeah, I'm actually not bad on the tree when I'm gunning for a tree, but I'm not 00 numbers. I'm typically like an 020. So with this car, it's a little bit easier to cut a light. And so, you know, if I think with this crew, if I can be in the 020, 016 range, I should be in pretty good shape. I just got to get a little bit better on the tree. And again, I'm typically not going for reaction times, but tonight I better, because if I don't, it'll be my ass. CJ's asking, this might be a stupid question, but have you seen any Patty Mayo videos before? No, I haven't. One and only saying we're going batshit, man. I bet I would. Yeah, I'd be flying around the room. I wouldn't know what to do in those conditions. But Speed Freak 93 is hollering at you saying, hi from New Jersey, Brian. Thanks for the ride along. Absolutely. I wish I could have got you a ride along earlier, but they called the lanes. Literally, I was in the perfect spot for them to call lanes, because if not, I'd have had to circle back around. And now it looks like they extended it. So go figure, right? That's cool. It gives me a chance to hang out with you guys. Arnold is asking, thoughts on BBK or JBA for a 6.4? I've seen the BBKs. They do make a little bit of power, but the fitment is a little tight on the 6.4. So I'm not really familiar with the fitment. If there are any issues with the if there's any issues with the fitment on the JBAs, but I have seen them, the BBKs on a 6.4. Again, the fitment is a little bit tight, but they do work. Kennedy guy is saying, lost a killer deal on a 10 RT Classic Plum Crazy 6-speed. No, I'm disappointed, and the search goes on. Yeah, I know how that feels, man. I had a 69 Roadrunner get sold out from underneath me when I was a kid. That's the story. I did a video on that. It was like the one that got away video, and that's still just, it makes me cringe. Let's see. Scout 4026. What's the deal with Demons breaking their diffs? Man, I don't even know what to say about that. The Demon is an amazing car, but it's heavy. I think that it really does need a little bit beefier assembly. You know, there's only so much. And, you know, I say that. There's a lot of guys running, you know, mid 9 seconds on the stock diff with no issues. It's really hard to say. You know, the 309 in that case, handling that much torque, I don't know. I think it's more the case than anything else. And maybe some torsional issues, but more than anything else, I think it might have more to do with the bushings. I think if the bushings were a little bit stiffer, it wouldn't let that thing rock. And I think what's happening is it's more of a, you know, it's because it's rubber bushings, and I think under torque load, that thing is rocking, and that's what's causing it to crack. Let's see. Fast man, Archangry area, Archangel. I love it, man. I tell you what, I've been having either voice to text or autocorrect issues all day, so it's apropos that you sent that over, because dude, I've been having stuff like that happen to me all day long. I had one text where I just gave up. I just started typing stuff. So hang on just a second, bear with me here. I'll have to call you back, Mr. Mike. Let's see. Canada guy at Scat 426. Diff brace is a must. Yes, diff brace is a must. but I'm not sure that it helps all that much. And the thing is that really it needs to be a full engineered package. So hang on, well, hold please. There we go. Let's see. All right, one and only SBC 340. Sorry about that. Got thrown off here. Violent starts in a bit of this is one and only SB. Violent starts in a bit of miscalculation on the strength. Remember, that's type of power not from the factory with the whole setup. I tell you what, it's true. And you know, you got to remember these cars are making a boatload of power, but you know, the launches are hard, but you're moving a lot of mass. And I think that's one of the issues, is trying to keep that weight down, but still have a unit that can manage that amount of torque and power in a platform that is as heavy as the Hellcats and the Demons. I mean, you got to remember these things. I mean, my car, the way it sits right now, is 4,240 pounds. We still have the old Catskills page in there. So, that's without me in it. So you figure a couple hundred pounds worth of yours truly. We got 4,400 pounds, over 4,400 pounds that you're trying to get down the track in either mid to low 10s or, you know, high to mid 9s. It's asking a lot. So yes, anything can be engineered around, but the reality is that, you know, I think that oh, by the way, let me get you guys some vitals here on the car before I forget. I think it has more to do with that, though. It's actually hard to engineer that amount of durability without a significant increase in cost. That being said, you know, what do all of our dads and granddads tell you? You got to build it from the back forward. Let's see. One and only SB is hollering out at Canada guy, saying yes, they are. Let's see. CJ saying someone from Canada did a resto mod on an 85 Mercury Grand Marquis. It has an 07 Crown Vic frame, 96 Grand Marquis dash, and a 5.4 DOHC 32 valve V8. I like it. I'll tell you what, guys, I may need to jump off here in just a second. I will try to get back to you guys momentarily. Be on the lookout. I'm going to try to get back on here. Hold that thought. Hang on just a second. So I thought they were calling us up. Looks like they are not. So let me get back into this. Hold, please. Justin Baker saying, I'm a JBA supplier. The long tubes fit great. They are awesome. You need to let me know. Well, let Justin Baker know if you need him. Donald Powers asking, the 9-inch Ford conversion kit, is it worth it? Man, I don't know. I've heard some pros and cons with that setup. I've heard of a couple of high horsepower guys actually breaking them. I don't know how the world that's happening, or how a stock diff would actually last any longer than a 9-inch in one of these things. But, you know, I've heard that it is worth it, though, and I have heard that they're doing pretty good with them. So, jury's out, I guess. But most of the high horsepower cars that I know of are all running the stock diff and the stock diff ratio, which, by the way, I think is, to be honest, what's saving most of them. Looks like my old Corvette. So take that for what it's worth anyway. One and only saying, B-Mace, you're right. There is a ton of torque off the line. Violent start. Absolutely. Especially with how these cars are geared. You know, you got to remember that we got like a 417 first gear. So, you know, you're transferring a lot of torque downstream. And, you know, a lot of guys were saying, well, you know, you need to go with that 309 rear gear set. Well, the reality is there's not a huge difference between a 262 and a 309. And so far as I can tell, you go throwing a lot of power at these things, that 309 is not going to do you a whole lot of good. Although Racer X does great with his. So there's cars that buck the trend. And you know, Racer X's car is a fantastic, it's a perfectly set up package. And he hasn't had any issues. So, well, hang on just a second, guys. Looks like we got our track manager heading over, so we're going to get signed in on this. So y'all chat amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. All right, so we're getting everything sorted out. Sorry about that. It took a little bit longer than I thought. So right now we're just doing coin flips for lanes. I lost, so I'm going to be in the left-hand lane. Let's see. Check in here. Scat 426 at Canada Guy. Those demons are awesome. They are all awesome if they have Mopar associated. Let's see. Oh. Ron Man saying, could have left the key. Sorry, had to. Have to catch up with that one. Let's see. Fast Man. Well, you know, our blowers make big power at the hit, so wheel hop can be disastrous. Luckily, and that's the reason why I like running the tires that I'm running, I don't really get a wheel hop situation. So it just was spun. It was just like a normal car spinning. CJ Colvin, would a ported 392 intake manifold work on a 5.7 Hemi V8? It might, but a ported 5.7 V8 intake would work just as well, I believe.
Yeah. The guy that I paired you with is 4 cars back.
Okay.
So that what's your best reaction time tonight?
Only one pass, 100.
100?
Yeah.
All right, so not you. There's 5 cars I got to find a buy.
Okay.
And we do it off the reaction time.
Okay.
It ain't me. I'm 152.
96 is holding it right now. Dude, the Camaro just ran upstairs
Yeah.
to grab his time slip.
I doubt he's got a fast time slip. Reaction time.
I've been tripped.
Exciting.
Fucked up part was, I did this off a pro tree.
Sweet.
And I went a 0.1 off the regular tree.
What's your best reaction time? 22? 22? Got it right now.
Just got ran
I
off.
know I'm missing the red truck wanted in on this, and there was a white Hellcat.
The little small retro?
Yeah.
There's still 4 minutes.
It's like trying to herd cats.
Oh, I know it.
Another car.
Never mind. Or unless he is.
No, he's not.
It's right there.
Oh,
Coming down this side, but he might be just for the lane. Might not need a buy.
DOT Street? Are you in DOT? No? What are you doing? Trying to get Tech? Tech is on the back side of the property north of the pumps. 165. Alright, so you have a potential buy right now. That means no one on your left or south in 5 cars.
So what do you got? Is that a turbo or is that a race game? Race game? Race game? On a turbo or? What is it? Is it a G8?
Oh, it is Tech. He thought this was Tech, and it wasn't, and he just went out of the tower.
He went to the tower.
Up there, and then he came right back to where he started. Yeah, the red Trans Am.
I just bought it.
No, he doesn't know where he is.
Is that the same guy?
What?
Is that the same guy? Okay.
I thought there was the red truck wanted in on this, and there was a white.
Was it white Hellcat Challenger or Charger?
What?
Hellcat Challenger or Charger?
The Challenge.
Okay.
It was a white one.
Okay.
He's like, the only reason I'm here tonight is for
I
this.
could use that. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't want to run without him, because the
Yeah.
only reason why he came out tonight was to run this.
I know who you're talking
I tried
about.
texting the guy in the retro and see if he's running.
Well, hit him up because we're coming up on a timestamp.
How do y'all do it? Like who goes up to the next?
What?
Like there's 2 people racing. Who goes up to the next? Like the fastest time, or
What do you mean?
they say he's racing somebody else. Like who goes to the next?
Oh, yeah, I screwed up because I thought that the second guy that I wrote down was the second car in line. Because normally, like, you walk down the line and you write them down as you walk down the line, so that's my fault.
I'm
saying, like, and this is the way we do it back at home, is you pull into the lanes, they come back, they take your money, they write down your name and car number, and they just go all the way back, and then they run the pairs side by side out of that.
It's all right.
It'll work out. Final call, DOT Street. I'm missing a couple people that said they were interested.
Oh, yeah. Hey, screw it. Let 2 more cars come. They're still buying potential.
Yeah,
buying. I think it's right 11-0 at like 130.
Yeah, so the way we run our normal bracket program is the potential buy is off the reaction time, so like what we just did. And then we'll actually draw cards, but we'll have so many cards that we'll go 4 lanes wide. And we'll draw cards. First one we pull is right or left, second one we pull is right. And that's how you get paired up.
Mm.
That way you can, what they call duck hunt. Meaning, hey, that guy's easy, I can beat him. Andrew, did you get a copy on that, Andrew?
Yeah, my test is a 10-7, but the air. Final call, DOT Street. I've listened to a couple of guys that were interested in this program. 30, 40 degrees, you know. I caught a good day, finally. But, are you 60 foot pretty good, or have you ever? Like 160? My usual is 1/8. I busted a 177 on my
Cool. So we're gonna end up with what? 8 cars? 9 cars? How many cars? We got 8 of them.
5.
We're at 5.
The red truck, he's gonna present red truck, that little Nissan truck's gonna come around.
Oh, okay.
He's pretty consistent.
Yeah, he's real consistent.
He goes like this in
Yeah.
that truck.
Yeah, he does.
Well, there's where he is.
It's the game. How long you have to set up?
Unless we broke the Hellcat. Broke that other one.
I don't think that one broke.
Broke that red one.
Oh, that one. No, that one. No,
What?
that one broke pretty good.
Yeah.
Like multiple
And
breaks.
this track, like, I'm not even proud of this racetrack right now.
Oh, dude.
How are you on to?
Yeah, it was
What?
Like what?
potentially bad.
Him or you?
Yeah, not me.
Oh.
This car.
Yeah. I was running logs, but no point in it today.
We're waiting on everybody to get here.
Does anyone have any questions on what we're doing? I guess I can do dial-ins while we wait.
That's fine.
What do you want to dial it?
689.
689?
Yeah.
Alright, did you guys know where the 8th mile finish line is? There's cones on the wall. That's helpful to know. Yeah. Yeah, you have to get close to it without going under.
I may bust out of that, by the way.
Leave the starting line first, get to the finish line first without going under what you said you were going to run. So, it's no crossing the finish line.
All right, so let me catch back up with you guys. We're gonna have some dial-ins going on here. Let's see. Donald Power saying braking diffs. Yes, that low first gear. They are killing it. Let's see. One and only Mopar put the chime in for us. Yeah, no kidding. We were singing there for you. Had to kill it. Fast Man's got the 6-speed. Let's see. One and only SB. Yes, they did. Some of us still do. Sorry, man. It's taking a while. I know I'm going to be behind on this. Let's see. Uncle Stinkford saying next mod needs to be ding or delete. Hey,
Sorry.
what's up? No, you're good.
89, right?
Yeah, 89. Yeah. So we will we'll look into that. Actually, I probably do need to do that. It's really annoying when you're doing tuning too. Donald Power saying, yep, that's a part of it for sure. It made my best guess. Plus, what I know, the weight of these cars a bit, the gearing, the torque, also had some suspension jumbled weight transfer. There's a lot going on with these things. Main issue you're going to run into is going to be that weight, the torque, the load, and everything else, and the fact that, you know, you're still running on rubber bushings. So something to think about. And then one and only saying Demonology had a problem with his. I think he may have posted that up. I've heard something about that as well, so that might be an issue that, you know, is kind of an ongoing thing. Let me make sure I didn't pass over anybody here. Hang on. Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, shit, I missed a lot of you guys. Well, let me start where I think I messed up. Kenneth the Menace saying, Subby Mason. Sub, Kenneth. When they're like SB saying it's crazy power. Yeah, there's some crazy fast stuff up here tonight. Get this thing plugged in so we don't keel over here. The one and only SB, I think, oh, he's talking about Racer X's car, the 309 gear. Yeah, his does have a 309, and his car is a beast. That chime, though, yeah, I know. Bing, bing, bing. CJ Colvin asking, this might be a stupid question, but have you gotten any speeding tickets before? Yes, I have. I think there for a while I was stacking them. Code 1094. Let's see. Canada guy, vote for y'all. 5-speed auto, 0914 or 6-speed Tremec. Depends what you're going to do with it. I like the 6-speed cars, by the way. Mopar put the chime in for us. What, man? Y'all didn't like the elevator music in the background while we were doing all of that? Jebediah saying you're a celebrity, Mason. Comes with the territory. I love it. I love it. So, guys, I don't know how much longer it's going to be. I actually thought that we were going to be running by now. So let me do this. I'm going to check out. Stay tuned, though. I will go live again once we start moving cars around. Be right back.